the Bulls had the worst defensive rating in the league.
Wow.
In the following year, they jumped all the way up to 11th.
Damn.
And in 1988, they had the third best defensive rating.
Wow.
Michael Jordan deserves all the credit for that improvement.
Damn.
Here's why. In 1987 and 1988, he led his team in steals and blocks. Let me say that again. A shooting guard was their best rim protector while also creating easy offense with his steals.
That's OD.
He did that for 2 straight seasons.
That is crazy, bro. He's 6'6", leading his team in steals and blocks. Groovy tapping in, man. Welcome back to another vid. Proving Michael Jordan is the GOAT without a single scoring stat? Damn, okay. Shout out my boy Basketball Universe. Hey, go check out his channel, man. Dope content over there. But I'm curious to see how he can convince a regular basketball fan that Michael Jordan is the GOAT without a single scoring stat. I'm curious to see what's on this video, man. So before we hop into it, man, show your boy Groovy some love, man. Like the video. Comment down below, man, any videos y'all want me to check out next, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to start switching it up a little bit, man. Y'all let me know some more video ideas y'all want me to check out. And we're going to start diving into those, man, and just start, experimenting, man, seeing what y'all like, seeing what y'all don't like, man. So without further ado, man, let's hop into it, bro.
His 59th and 60th points. He's got him. 60 points for Jordan. Jordan ties the game. Oh, boy. 63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
63 playoff.
Jordan, yes!
And one.
And Michael Jordan with 55 points.
55
second
in the finals?
highest total in an NBA Finals game. Oh my God! Stop.
For real, just stop with the scoring highlights and numbers. It's not fair that no one can match Jordan's scoring prowess. It's not fair that he broke all those records during the defensive
41.
era.
Hold on, bro. Bro, look at these now.
It's not
Pay
fair
attention.
that he broke all those
41
records
points per game
during the
in the
defensive
finals?
era of the NBA. It's
Who's
simply
doing
not
this?
fair that no one from this weak defensive era can match his
bro.
scoring output. In all seriousness, we all know how legendary of a scorer he was. That was his biggest strength.
Best scorer of all
But
time.
that doesn't mean that was his only strength. Scoring isn't the only reason why many basketball experts believe he's the GOAT. So I'm going to answer the challenge and not mention a single scoring stat for this video. Little do they know that this will only make his GOAT case stronger. Let's start with the total opposite of scoring, playing defense. Michael Jordan took that role as seriously as scoring the ball. That's why he was able to obtain so many defensive accolades and records. He is unquestionably one of the greatest perimeter defenders of all time.
Facts. Niggas don't talk about that. Jordan really lock up, though. He's a two-way. But he's such a great of a scorer that people underestimate Jordan as a defender. I just reacted to a 1 hour long video of Jordan and Pippen locking everybody up. He's a two-way, gang. Very smart defender, man. Knows when to help. Knows when to gamble. He slides his feet. He rotates. He hustle. He dives for loose balls. Chase down blocks. Taking your lunch money, man, and going straight to the rim. Man, Jordan got it all, bro. It's literally no flaws to his game, man. But like I said, bro, people do not talk about Jordan on the defensive end because he's such a great scorer. He's the greatest scorer. So people don't dim the light on his defensive abilities.
He has 9 All-NBA defensive first-team selections.
God damn.
That is an all-time record that he shares with Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, and Kevin Garnett.
That's some dog.
Let's move to the steals department. He's 3rd all-time in career steals per game and 4th in career steals.
Damn.
Now, what about blocks? That is a stat that is dominated by centers and forwards.
Facts.
Guards just don't have an impact on that aspect of the game.
Too short.
That's a statement that can't be said about Jordan. He has the most career blocks by any guard ever.
Ooh.
Now let's talk about advanced metrics, more specifically, defensive win shares. This is another metric that is dominated by big men. In fact, only 3 guards appear in the top 30 for career defensive win shares. Among those players, is Michael Jordan. He is 21st all time and 3rd among all guards. The 2 guards ahead of him is John Stockton, who played 432 more games, and Jason Kidd, who played 319 more games.
That's OD.
So let me get this straight. The record 9 All-NBA defensive first-team selections proves that he's one of the greatest individual defenders. Finishing the top 5 in career steals and finishing number 1 in blocks among guards confirms that.
Bro, this is crazy because Jordan played how many seasons? 13, 14 seasons? And look how high he is on the defensive rankings of all time. The other players on the list played far more games than he did. That's crazy, bro. That's an interesting stat right there, bro. I did not know that. I ain't gonna lie.
Then the fact that he's 3rd among guards in career defensive win shares is just a cherry on top.
Damn.
The numbers say that he's one of the most valuable defensive assets a team could ever have.
Wow.
And yet, I still don't think this is enough. So let's get some testimonials from players who witnessed his defensive greatness. Let's start with a former teammate, B.J. Armstrong.
Okay.
He mentioned this to ESPN back in 2020. Quote, "In my mind, Michael was actually a defensive player who also happened to be an exceptionally talented offensive player. In many ways, he knew the game on that side of the ball better."
So his teammate, B.J. Armstrong, said he looked at Jordan as a defender first who so happens can score the ball at an elite level as well. That's crazy.
The way he moved, anticipated, and invented ways to score based off what he saw on the defensive end. He never cheated the process. End of quote.
Hang out.
Then we have what Christian Laettner said to Dan Patrick in 2024.
My first impression of Jordan and my lasting impression of Jordan is how much effort he put forth on the defensive end. Michael Jordan was the greatest defender also. And look at the effort Kobe Bryant put forth on the defensive end. And that's where the differences are made.
We mentioned the stats and testimonials. We also have individual accolades that he won. For example, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 1988. Recent events have caused many detractors to question if he was truly deserving of winning that award. This hasn't fazed me one bit. Here's what I know. In 1986, when Jordan missed nearly 80% of the season, the Bulls had the worst defensive rating in the league.
Wow.
In the following year, they jumped all the way up to 11th.
Damn.
And in 1988, they had the 3rd best defensive rating.
Wow.
Michael Jordan deserves all the credit for that improvement.
Damn.
Here's why. In 1987 and 1988, he led his team in steals and blocks. Let me say that again. A shooting guard was their best rim protector while also creating easy offense with his steals.
That's OD.
He did that for 2 straight seasons. Do you realize how rare it is for a guard to be the team leader of those stats?
Damn.
If they gifted him a few undeserving steals to his stat sheet, who cares? That doesn't change the fact that he was unquestionably their most valuable defensive player.
That is crazy, bro. He's 6'6", leading his team in steals and blocks. What the hell? And I know he had a 7-footer on his team somewhere. Ain't no way, bro. That's impressive as hell, though. At 6'6", at his size, bro. Jordan different, bro. I've been had him as a GOAT, but it's like every time I find a video on YouTube, he just go up here. He just separate himself even more, bro. I did not know that, bro. In 88? That's early on in his career, too. This was young MJ doing this, playing this hard on the defensive end. Like, come on, bro. This man wanted to win night in and night out, bro. Like Laettner said, bro, the effort. He picking you up full court, taking your cookies. Showtime. Come on, bro. Damn.
I could stop right here, and you would hear everything you would need to know to debunk such an asinine statement. Michael Jordan was much more than just a great scorer. You could even say that he was just as good of a defender. That's what made him the greatest two-way player of all time.
Wow.
But stopping here would be a disservice to the GOAT, because there is so much more to his game that needs to be addressed. For example, he was always considered one of the best all-around players in the league throughout his playing career. We all know what he accomplished on the defensive end.
Relentless.
Now let's take a look at the offensive end. We're going to be looking to the 1984/85 season, Jordan's rookie year, to the 1997/98 season, Jordan's last year with the Bulls.
Okay.
During that span, here are the number of times that player averaged at least 6 rebounds and 5 assists in a season.
Okay.
The player with the most is Clyde Drexler. He did it 10 times. Next up is Scottie Pippen. He did it 8 times.
Okay.
Third on that list is Michael Jordan. He did it 7 times. He did it as many times as Larry Bird, who also did it 7 times.
Okay.
The next player up is Magic Johnson, who did it 6 times.
Wow. Magic Johnson behind MJ? And a lot of people don't talk about MJ being an all-around player. That's crazy. For him to put up that amount of assists and that amount of rebounds in 7 seasons, that's tough. That's tough. He's doing everything. He's the greatest scorer of all time. He's leading his team in blocks and steals while also giving you 5 to 6 rebounds and assists per game. That's tough. That's super tough. It's crazy because most of us know MJ the GOAT, but he still don't get his flowers, bro. He still don't get enough praise for what he done in his career, bro. Like, that's crazy. I did not know he was putting up that many rebounds and assists over the talented, dynamic point guard in Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson was taller than him, too. That's OD.
So if you take away the scoring, Jordan was still contributing in many other ways.
Wow.
Let's keep in mind that the 80s and 90s were different times in the NBA. Positionless players were not something that existed during that era. Every player had a role.
That's a good point.
If you were in the front court, your job was to grab rebounds and block shots. If you were the point guard, your job was to facilitate. If you were the shooting guard, there weren't going to be many opportunities to boost your numbers in those categories. Players such as Michael and Clyde Drexler were the exception.
Wow.
They had the necessary skills to excel in everything.
That's crazy. So Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Clyde Drexler, Larry Bird were like the pioneers of positionless basketball. Wow. That's an interesting fact. I did not know that. And like he said, back then, bro, people had certain roles in their positions, but nowadays, especially in today's game, bro, it don't matter what position you play. As long as you can contribute in any way out there, you're going to be on the court.
If you look at
That's
each
hard,
season of his playing career, he was consistently one of the highest producing
Damn, look
rebounders
at
and
that.
facilitators for his position. We're talking right out of the gate in his rookie season. He finished first among shooting guards in rebounds.
Damn.
In 1989, he finished first for his position in assist. In 1993, he was once again first in rebounds.
What can he
And in
do?
1998, he finished first in rebounds for his position. Don't be fooled by the numbers. The 80s and 90s were a different time. Even with the limited opportunities to contribute in other facets of the game, he still found a way to get his. In many ways, it was much more difficult to be an all-around player during that time. If he played during this era or the 60s era, his numbers would also be inflated. But if you look closely at his game and the numbers, you'll see how great he was at every aspect of the game. He just also happens to be the greatest scorer and greatest playoff performer. You mix that with his 6-0 final
Did y'all see that? Hold up, my fault.
scorer and greatest playoff performer. You
Play
mix
him.
that with his 6-0 finals record, and you'll get the greatest player of all time. That is how you successfully defeat a challenge. Can you all do the same? Comment below on why Michael Jordan is the GOAT without mentioning any scoring stats. If you don't think he's the greatest of all time, let me know why down below. As always, Thanks for watching.
Been said it on this channel, man. That boy MJ the GOAT, man. We all know this, man. Every video I watch, man, just stamp it even more, man. But the fact that this man was a 9-time All-Defender is crazy. This man came into the league on a sorry Bulls team who didn't play no defense. They drafted Jordan and he changed the whole franchise, bro. Talk about impact, bro. A young Mike, 6'6", led his team in steals and blocks. And I know it was some power forwards and some centers on that team, bro. He doing their job for them while also leading the team in scoring. Like, this is OD, bro. This is never seen before. Like BJ Armstrong and Christian Laettner said, bro, like, it's the effort, bro. The motor, bro. MJ motor was just all the way up here, bro. It's like he always wanted to win, man. He was a dog. You know what I'm saying? And people don't give him enough flowers. I mean, people do give him his flowers, but I still feel like he still don't get enough credit, bro. People don't mention MJ as a two-way. Come on, man. Like, people don't mention MJ in that conversation. Why? I don't know. Maybe because he's such a great scorer, people forget he actually played defense. He's the greatest two-way player of all time, bro. Like, he don't have no flaws in his game, bro. He can rebound. He can pass the rock when needed. He can get blocks. He can get steals. The mentality is there. Everything is there. There's a lot of things in this video that I did not know, but damn, bro. MJ, god damn, dog. This man the GOAT, man. I don't want to hear what nobody else talking about, man. Ain't nobody doing what MJ doing, dog. Ain't nobody leading they team in steals and blocks at 6'6". Ain't nobody taking no sorry basketball franchise that don't play no defense, and within a 1 to 2 year span, y'all in the top 15, top 10 in defensive ratings. Like, who doing that? Like, who giving out that type of impact as a guard? You feel me, bro? Like, out on the perimeter, bro, he's a nightmare on defense. Real sneaky as a help defender. I can go on and on about this guy, man. Best hooper of all time, man. Y'all let me know if y'all enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the like button. Comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Another dope MJ video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next vid, man. Groovy signing out.